All right, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World and on Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a video of Little Reese from Chicago. You know, just touching up on the Kodak Black versus Little Boosie beef. But before we get into this video, if you guys are new to the Hater World, make sure you go over, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, like the video, and most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you guys like what I'm doing or whether you don't. And salute to all the day ones. Salute to all the new subscribers. You guys already know nothing but love. But check this out. If you guys haven't went over the Blue Devil reactions, go over the Blue Devil reactions. I got a new video up right now. It's actually a music reaction. It's by a fellow named Slick or Slick, right? Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That song he sent over goes pretty hard. So go over to Blue Devil reactions. As a matter of fact, there's a QR code right there. Scan the QR code, click on Blue Devil reactions, and go run up the numbers on that music video. Go run it up. Other than that, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go to at TheHaterWorld. Now, I be forgetting half the shit I'm gonna say. Go over and hit me up on Instagram at TheHaterWorld. Send me a DM. Send me some music. Let's talk business. Other than that, you already know Spotify, Apple Music, Twitter, Twitch, even Rumble got new stuff. Hey, and keep this in mind. Every platform got different content. So I'm not going to bore you with the same video on every platform. It's not going down like that. You know, we staying busy, we staying consistent, and we're going to win no matter what. So enough with that. You guys already know. Other than this, back to this video here, we got Little Reese from Chicago, you know, giving his 2 cents on the Kodak Black versus Boosie beef. So with no further ado, let's get you guys a Southsider's reaction. Let's go.
On the streets, man. You know, he's always going hard for the streets, man. He's always going hard against snitches.
Salute to Captain.
You know, Boosie's always standing on the streets, man. You know, he's always going hard for the streets, man. He's always going hard against snitches. You know, he's been really vocal about his dislike or, you know, thinking that Kodak Black shouldn't have did this, man.
Hold on. It's not like Boosie been very vocal against Kodak Black. This is what Boosie does. When he sees a motherfucker not following the street code, he'll chime in right away. I'm telling you, our version of Boosie is Bozo. You know, the way I look at Boosie is like this. That homie held it down, right? Did everything correct. Did everything by the book. You know, what do they say? Crossed their T's and dotted their I's. You know, was on his P's and Q's. Made sure he didn't do no dirty business. Stood on business, you know, and there's no awards for real motherfuckers, right? So every time he sees somebody doing something wrong, he'll get on it, right? And I respect that because that's like the older homie you actually want. You don't want an older homie that's not on his game, not trying to give you game. Motherfuckers are always crying like, our older generation never gives us game. You know, we got a bunch of eggers running wild because nobody schooled us. Well, there you go. Boosie is schooling all the younger homies on his side of town. And we got Bozo over here trying to school all the Mexican, Chicano, Latino homies. But everybody's crying about, oh, you're an old head. You don't know what time it is. You're just old. No, it's not that, bro. The fact is that you don't want to listen. So you find an excuse on why everyone's wrong and you're right. Let's go.
You know, he's basically saying, you know, that if you'll do that, you know, you'll do anything for money. You know, even as far as like, you know, some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Backdoor access.
You know, how do you feel about that?
I mean, he ain't lying. That's the truth.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't lying. You know, tell her what a motherfucker do for some money if they'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Whack 100. Whack 100. If he'll take the money from the rat, I wonder what else Whack 100 would do for the money. 3-finger whack, backdoor entry whack, BBW whack. You know, we already know, bro. We already know. Let's go.
You ain't gotta do no research on that.
Facts.
Nah, for real. No research. No research on that one.
No research on that one.
You know, Boosie's also been having, his own problems, man. He's been arrested and everything, man. He was on, allegedly on live. What was your reaction when you seen, how hard the cops are not just going after Boosie, but after everybody in hip hop?
That's how the police be though. Like, police be thirsty when you are somebody, Like, if you ain't nobody, the police ain't gonna really go too hard and go after you like that.
Facts.
But if they know you got a name and stuff, then it's gonna be different. They gonna treat you different. Shit.
Listen, that's not a lie. And I know a lot of motherfuckers are not going to believe what I'm about to say. But I said it on the live, I think like 6 months ago. I said it and everybody was, tripping out on it. But I got a homeboy that was here on the King Lil G podcast, right? And this homeboy's like super involved. Those that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. He like super, super involved, right? He got pulled over. And they asked him, a bunch of shit. You already know how that go. And they told him, hey, what's up with the Southside reactions? What's up with the hater world? Let us know where he's at. And he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. And this was before he came up here to the King Lil G one. He didn't know he didn't know what podcast, he didn't know about my podcast yet, right? When he did come and I invited him to come is when he was like, oh shit, they were talking about you, because he didn't know, right? He got randomly pulled over, targeted, of course, and they questioned him about a bunch of shit. He don't know nothing. And then they asked him about me, but he didn't know because my hood name is different from my name here. So he didn't know who the fuck was Blue Devil. He's like, who the fuck's Blue Devil, right? So then when I hit him one day, like, hey, fool, come through. I need you to come, pull up. He pulled up and he looked around. He was like, you're the fucking guy they're talking about, And so it happens, bro. It fucking happens. I'll tell you like this. That homeboy's back in the pen. Salute to my homie. But yeah, it happens, bro. Cosby targeting motherfuckers like that, And I'm sure they want my address to see what I'm doing. Park outside, see who comes in, who goes out, who's a key player. And then they try to hit you, bro. And that's how it happens. But if you keep your circle tight, then you're safe. Let's go.
It's all about the money, man.
For
I feel
certain
like
people,
rappers are turning into trophies for the police.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's all about the money too.
Facts.
If they know you got some money, they really want you locked up.
Facts. They want to take your shit.
Yeah, man. I get tired of seeing rappers just get arrested and harassed for, I don't know, man. It's just bullshit, man.
It's bullshit.
Even just the feds and the way everybody's going after everybody.
You would think, bro, that the feds and the popo will see you being a breadwinner, you providing, you actually having a job, paying taxes, and say, you know what? He might be dibbling and dabbling into like buying weed for consumption, rolling around with a strap for safety. But he's doing these things for his personal use, for his personal protection. It's not like he's out there game banging and doing all this extra activity, right? So we're not worried about them. Let's go look for the real crooks. But that's not what they do, bro. They see somebody making money and they say, you know what? If we get that guy's money and we get him off of the streets, his homeboys ain't gonna have no money. And if his homeboys ain't got no money, that means they ain't got no guns. And if they ain't got no guns, that means they can't go kill nobody. And if they can't go kill nobody, that means that this gang problem will go down. So that's how they do it, bro. They know that the rapper, the entrepreneur, the podcaster that got bread is usually helping and paying homies, bro. So homies that are still active. So you might not be active, but the people you're helping out, they're still active, right? So they're out there buying straps and guns and dope with the money you're giving them. So they got to kill off the head of the snake, bro. They got to chop off the top. That's how they do it.
And on top of that, man, the state dropped the case
On Boosie?
against him. The state dropped his case, and when he was walking out of court, the feds were there to meet him and picked up the case.
That's why they did that.
Yup.
Yeah, so now he's looking at like 5 to 10 years for a gun charge.
That's a fucked
Yeah.
up
which is
feeling, bro.
crazy.
That's why they dropped it. That's why the state dropped it, because they knew the feds was gonna pick it up.
Hey, bro, I'll tell you like this. That's a fucked up feeling to think that you're getting released to go home, and then they pick you up. I'll tell you like this. One time I was in Imperial, right? I was in Imperial Valley in El Centro inside the jail, right? And I'm on the phone with my mom, talking to my mom, right? Boom, boom, boom. I've been there for like 3 days. And we're talking about her coming to post my bail because I have bread at the pad, right? And I'm like, hey, grab the bread from so-and-so, come get me, right? And I still remember, bro, I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, we just ordered pizza. We're eating pizza, right? And all of a sudden, I hear my name. They say, roll it up for release. And I told her, hey, you know what? Don't post my bail. They're about to let me go, so come pick me up. We hang up the phone, bro, and then right when I walk out, they release me from the Imperial County Jail. I get back into my clothes. I'm all fucking hyped up. Bro, tell me why right when I walk out, all I see is San Bernardino County Sheriffs. And I'm like, fuck. Bro, my heart sank, homie, right? They picked me up, and then they had to make like 3 stops. They stopped at Centinela State Prison, and then they stopped like in Indio or some shit, and then they took me to West Valley, and I was like, fuck, bro. And that's the worstest feeling, homie, to think that you're going home and some bullshit like that happens. I ended up doing 12 months or 11 months that time.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's nuts, bro. Well, since our last interview, Little Dirk did an interview with academics.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a chance to check any of it out?
Hey, all right, I guess that video's done. Check this out. Check this out. Hey, every video, I try to give you guys a little piece of my life story. You guys can piece it together. I don't know if you guys want to hear it or not, but you know, it brings back a memory, and I say, you know what, let me spit game. So you guys let me know if you guys don't want to hear that type of shit no more, but I know a lot of people wonder where I've been, what I've done. Well, there you go. I'm giving it to you. Other than that, we got a lot of videos coming, so stay tuned. Again, go to Blue Devil Reactions and go to Rumble. We dropping a lot of new videos over there. But other than that, I'm going to kill this video. We're laying call it a day. Once again, I'm Blue Devil. This has been a TheHaterWorld production. And we out.